I would like to present my muscle and skeletal system project that I did for the 7th grade science. The requirements were to dissect a chicken and present tendon, ligament, bone marrow, hinge joint, ball and socket joint, one complete bone with cartilage on each end. The extra credit was 4 bones attached to the shoulder bone. Tendon. After removing the skin of the chicken, I noticed underneath the skin lies muscle that are pinkish in color. All that flesh is actually muscle. It was covered by a thin layer of connective tissue called fascia. Cutting through the fascia, I see the leg muscles joined on either side to the bone by tendons. They look like strapping tape at a UPS store, which has parallel threads of strong collagen that you need to cut through since they cannot be easily snapped. Ligaments are short white bands of tough tissue that connect bones. They are not like the elastic tendons. They are tougher, almost like a cartilage. You can see them where a bone joins another bone. They keep bones together and prevent the joints from slipping and breaking. I noticed more ligaments in the hinge joints than the ball and socket joints, which could be because in the case of ball and socket joint, the cavity limits the space for the bone to break away or get dislocated. Bone marrow was the most fun part of the dissection. Compact bones of both human and chicken have a central cavity which has the red or yellow bone marrow. It produces 3 types of blood cells. In the chicken, however, some of the bones have semi-liquid marrow. This liquid-like bone marrow is found in the femur and coracoid. The coracoid is the strongest bone of a chicken. Hinge joints are found in both human and chicken bodies. They are found in areas such as the knee and elbow, which can only flatten a maximum of 180 degrees. Unlike a ball and socket joint, they have ligaments to support them to hold them in place. The flexors are antagonist muscles and serve the same purpose as hamstrings, pulling the lower section of the bone in, and the extensors serve the purpose of the quadriceps, pushing the lower section of the bone out. Biceps and triceps serve the same function. Ball and socket joint are found in both human and chicken skeletal systems, in areas such as the hip and shoulder, where more flexibility and rotation of the joint is helpful. Unlike hinge joints, they have very few ligaments to support them. These are a type of synovial joint in which the ball-shaped surface fits into a cup-shaped cavity of the other bone. Dislocation of these joints is common. One complete muscle with tendons on both ends is the skeletal muscles, which are striated and connected to the bone by tendons. The tendons are stretchable, white glistening, thin, long, strong layers of strands of connective tissue. In this case, a group of muscles is bound by the fascia, and when cut through, it reveals textured muscles that gradually turn into white layers of tendons on either end that bind it to the bone. Muscles are pink in color because of the myoglobin that stores oxygen in muscle cells for the release of energy. One complete bone with cartilage on each end. The human and the chicken long bone structure is similar. Both have a cartilage on the outer end, followed by the spongy bone, and then the compact bone, which has a hollow cartilage shaft with bone marrow. I noticed that the cartilage is white and shiny, tough yet elastic, and not as hard as the bone. I could cut through it with a heavy scissor. As an elastic tissue, it provides bone protection as well as a shock absorber to the long bone. The extra credit is the 4 bones that make up the shoulder joint and the wing are the humerus, radius, ulna, and metacarpals. A lula is the equivalent of the human thumb and is part of the phalanges. And here I have delineated the different features of each part of the skeletal system and muscle system. Thank you.